I was too distracted by the large testicles of that tanuki. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, and a nice bonsai as well out there. Good stuff. Yeah, and instead of like creating the sort of classical testicle tanuki, it created a sort of like testicles, like breasticles. I would have called those breasticles, right? Do these not look like breasticles? Anyway, whatever. There you go. Good old generative AI. Close, but not quite. You do not want to see that picture ever again. Oop, wait, hold on. Which picture? This picture? You don't want to ever see this picture again? Just want to be sure. I gotta make sure you're talking about this picture that you don't want everyone to see again, with the breasticles. Okay, just making a note. Making a note here, right here on this pad of paper that you can't see, that Goshi does not ever want to see this photo again. Period. All right. Scarred for life, yeah. Now, I need to verify. This was the button. Okay, so don't hit that button. Oh boy. How are y'all doing? Davitt, Goshi, Corin, good to see you all. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a breasticle-free day. Hey, Pudding. Yeah, that fantastic mouse. It was something special. Something special there. Okay. Well, in other news, we're making good progress here. Goshi has left the party. Goshi has left the server. Beep-a-ding. Beep-a-beep-a-beep. Chesticles. Be right back. Oh no. Oh no. And no one ever saw him ever again. How's everyone doing? Hope you're all having a great Wednesday. You're waiting for your car to warm up to leave and go home. Excellent. Davik, does your car have heated seats? My car is so old. I don't think heated seats were a thing when it was built. You're done waiting, you're gonna leave? Okay. Go! Go! If you drive fast enough, the cold won't catch you. Drive safe. Okay. I've got choir practice tonight. Oh! This is just a knit row. Woohoo! It's like Christmas in July. Look at this. No cabling. I'm just knitting right through, like with impunity. I'm immune to cables. Your weights have arrived and they are everything you expected? That sounds good. What kind of weights? High weights? Oh, the paper weights. That is good. I'm glad to hear that. The long bars. Yeah, I'm glad you found a good solution there. That's right. Putting your paper behind bars. Insert name. You need to start painting again? Convince yourself to do it? That's right. What would you start painting? All right. Sketchbook exchange. Ooh, that's correct. That is correct. Oh, I see. You paint something in a sketchbook from another person. That's cool. Is that a through the mail thing or like through some other physical exchange? Through the mail, okay. Yeah, you send it to the next person. That's cool. Hey, Bar Bear. Bar Bear, how's it going? Making rice, but you don't know what to have with it. How about some fish? How about some tartar sauce, where you take a chopped up hard-boiled egg and add 10 times as much mayo, as we saw last night on the Japanese cooking. That was quite atrocious. Still not really quite sure what that was. So we saw them take, I forget how many hard-boiled eggs it was, maybe a dozen. And they added what must have been 2 liters of mayo. If not more. And they mixed it up, and then they poured it in some containers, and the caption said tartar sauce. Like, No, there was no vinegar involved. There were like there was some sort of small amount of chopped up onions or something green. 10 out of 10 would eat. Does anyone remember when that was last night? Yesterday? Like it was actually like quite stunning. Yeah, that's right. I would cover myself with this. This concoction sounds like the perfect ointment for my sorrows. Yeah, anyway, I wish I could explain it. The proportions were ridiculous, and then to cap it off with the captions, it was like, what? Japanese potato salad is more mashed potato than a salad. Yeah, I don't know. I thought tartar sauce had to be with pickled relish. Anyway, hey Kaz. We're talking about that crazy tartar sauce from yesterday. That caption would have, yeah, I'm saying it. Let's see if I can find it real quick. It wasn't in this video. Wait, I'm pretty sure it wasn't in this video. Oh, it was! This is it! This is it! Okay, this is it. So there we go, right? That can't be that many eggs. And then there's these like big tubs of mayo. Tartar sauce recipe. Incorporates eggs, sweet onion, pickles. Okay, but okay, there's the onions. Onions and egg. That's like, what is that? That's not pickles. Yeah, it's parsley. There are no pickles in this. And then there you go, tartar sauce. That didn't have what I would consider to be the key ingredient. That did not have the key ingredient of what I would consider to be tartar sauce, which is the pickles. Yeah, exactly. You got home, not taking the shortcuts is actually fast. What? That was like 2 minutes. What a commute. Welcome home. Matcha. Oh gosh, can you imagine? Anyway, yeah, we saw that. I was like, what the hell? And again, like the proportion of the mayo was like, we've seen that before even with egg salad. They like their egg salad very, very mayo. And I'm just like, oh, please, no. Anyway, that dried parsley. It was very powdery. At least, like, typically dried parsley is like, you can actually see the dried parsley. That looked more like parsley powder. Hey, Merrick. How's it going? The recipe you found is much better. Okay. Well, I guess if you're gonna make tartar sauce in volume at a restaurant, you might as well add a lot of mayo because that's probably the cheapest ingredient. Was from far away. I don't know. It looked pretty powdery. Powdery parsley. Particles of powdered parsley. Add the pic. Well, exactly, right? It was like, this isn't even like... Anyway. Whatever. It'd be like making egg salad and not having any eggs. Imagine making the egg salad and you added like relish instead and you didn't add any eggs. And you're like, there you go, egg salad. What the F? They do have finely chopped dry parsley. Bad time to drive or half hour to walk. Wow, that's impressive. I mean, I guess if I drove home, it would probably be like just 4 minutes too. But I walk, it takes about 20 to 25. Then I'm trying something in the near future with cereal and more milk. You have never thought of this before. Like, you mean cereal with more milk? Or is there more behind the potential concoction? You're in the uber fun testing phase of calculate. Oh no, of a calculating Excel workbook. That sounds like fun. Just do it at do it in. Don't they have Copilot now to like help you do all that, so you just don't have to do anything at all? I thought the days of actually having to slog through that sort of thing were over. You just tell the AI what you want the workbook to do and it does it for you. What do they use their tartar sauce for? I think like dipping fried foods in. It's just like a generic sauce. Kind of like ranch dressing, ketchup. I mean, it's basically just a bunch of fat. That's my guess. I don't think it necessarily has a specific use. Chicken Hut. Uh-oh. Do you know how to distinguish Korean food? The friggin' dried parsley they sprinkle on everything. That's what makes it healthy. Tartar sauce is good with fish? Normally, yeah. Even on pizza? Oh, the dried parsley? Hey, Sheepo! How's it going? How is the charcoal picture coming along? Welcome in, everyone. Oh, wait. Sorry. Started to do the wrong thing there. Throw. Echoey raid. Echoey raid. Welcome on in, everyone. Hey, whoa, and DMF. Hold on. Too much stuff. Sheepo. If you're not already following the amazing Sheepo, click on that heart icon right now and give a follow and check out the next stream. Today, she was starting a charcoal sketch from a photograph of a a friend's, a couple that you know. They were smooching in front of a, what I presume was a church or something. Like, it wasn't like a wedding photo, but it was some sort of thing. You've got charcoal all over your hands and face. Customers! Oh, it was a commission! You don't know, but your mom does. Okay, there we go. That was fun. That'll be very cool to watch come together. As you continue to get charcoal all over yourself. DMF, thank you so much for the 20 months of Prime. But thank you so much. I think I can promise you no runny eggs today, DMF. I think we will have no runny eggs today because I will have to leave in about 2 hours. Part of the family after all. That comes with charcoal. I kind of presume, right? You know, I technically get like yarn all over myself when I'm yarning. And, you know, when carving with the wood blocks, I get wood chips all over myself. So I think it's kind of just natural, right? Chimney sweep sheepo. I just ensured myself 21 months around. All right. Success. Although we did just watch them remake that tartar sauce from yesterday, which was like 9 parts mayo and 1 part boiled eggs and no pickle or relish. And so somehow it was tartar sauce. How do you seal your drawings? Like this. Carefully. A spray. Easy. Not even mustard. Then it's not tartar sauce. That's what we were saying. Hold on. Well, see, okay.
Pancake.
Pancake. There's no tartar sauce in pancakes. Ugh, can you imagine? All right. All right, watch carefully. Okay. Hard-boiled eggs. A lot of mayo. I mean, that's a lot of mayo. Sheepo, you may want to watch this, just for how disgusting it is. Before you go de-charcoalize yourself. Okay. Another thing. Okay, you can see there's onions in there. There's chopped up onions. Chopped up onions. Chopped up hard-boiled eggs. 2 massive things of mayo. Dried terrible parsley. And they're mixing it up. That bottle, yeah, that was pretty nasty looking, right? And there we go. Et voila, tartar sauce. It looked kind of like dill. Well, either way, it was not pickles nor relish. Sure it is. Maybe it was dill. I mean, that's what you would normally put in tartar sauce, actual tartar sauce, right? They don't do dill, it's too fancy. I could definitely see dill not being like a Japanese thing. What's your second breakfast? We were saying it should be egg salad that comes with pickle relish, but no eggs. Licorice is, yeah, that's not a popular taste. Which is kind of funny given all the other tastes in the Japanese repertoire. It's like, really? You don't find anise to be appeasing or appealing? You're making carbonara with eggs. Are there any pickles? Even cinnamon is barely acceptable. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it's kind of odd. There are certain savory flavors that seem just to be like, no. But meanwhile, you've got like all these horrible like fermented flavors, and it's like, oh yes, those are wonderful. All right, wait. Oh no, we're pearling. We're pearling. If you add eggs, is it still carbonara? Oh wait, all their apple desserts traditionally don't have cinnamon. Oh yeah. They have an herbal medicine that resembles a lot of those flavors. So it tastes like medicine. If you don't add eggs, it isn't carbonara. It's just car. Or it's carbor. Carbon. It's just carbon. Son of a colleague went to Italy and was appalled with the carbonara. Didn't have any cream. Well, there you go. That says it all. Great pasta. Just crispy bacon, fresh garlic, black pepper. Bacon fat makes the garlic and the pepper taste amazing. Yeah, that sounds good. That's how you make carbonara at home. And cook differently in the bacon fat. Oh yeah. No, I mean, right, the cooking in bacon fat is kind of big in Southern American cooking. And you stopped laughing when he said yes. You know, it's kind of funny though, because like, you know, I'm trying to think like when I used to have carbonara in a Greek Italian restaurant in upstate New York, how they used to make it. Like, I can't say it was necessarily creamy, but it maybe was in a white sauce. Like a bechamel sauce. Almost like an Alfredo. But not like, not drowning in it, you know? And the other recipe we're gonna have too much garlic is that recipe? Oh, not even garlic. Oh, okay. Greeks do love their bechamel. Okay, that was probably it then. Okay, we are on the wrong side now. Wrong side. What is this too much garlic? Not familiar with this concept. I will admit the number of times that I've ever thought there's too much garlic on this in my life have been very few. There have been a few times. But they're very rare. Oof. All right. Garlic. Oh, I may be going to the H Mart on Sunday. What should I pick up? H Mart is the Korean mart. So they have Korean stuff, but they have Japanese stuff and lots of sort of Asian flair stuff. I've already got plenty of miso paste, so I don't need to pick up any miso paste.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Try the recipe. Wait, which recipe? The one for the tartar sauce? You have 4 heads of garlic. Oven confited in the fridge right now. Nice. Confit is different. The pasta. Oh, okay. Post a recipe in chat or in Discord. And 14 raw heads of garlic. Garlicky house. The house of garlic. There's a word in Japanese that sounds like garlic, but it means rubble or debris. It's gadeki. Gadeki. And every time I see it, I of course think of garlicky. And then my brain goes to rubble. Rubble, yeah. Like piles of rocks from from something that was once a structure. Rubble, rubble. That's right, get the Hamburglar. Rubble, rubble. You're gonna eat your carbonara? Don't go away, Goshi. You're gonna try to kiss him later with garlic breath? No garlic in this pasta? Hmm. No carbonara, Sag. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Whoa. You can't, you just don't remember to make it. That's what they call a you problem. My foam puzzle play mats were shipped. Hooray! So it's funny. It's always funny to look at the big scams. The big scams that are hitting in spam. Apparently the latest big scam is either free spins at some place or payment was declined on my cloud account. My cloud account has been disabled due to a payment issue, and my photos and videos are going to be removed. Some of these say payment declined, and then they've got the copyright symbol. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Oh my god. Don't miss it. Don't cook it. You still start with the chesticles. Wait, what? You mean these? Yeah, I know. I'm losing all my photos and videos. Like the picture of these chesticles, we're in danger of losing this picture forever. Soon AI will be better at writing those scams. You don't think anyone would miss that picture? Oh, I would miss that picture. We were talking the other day that Anthropic put out this paper documenting what they claimed was the first use of AI for like a large-scale cyber attack, using Claude, no less. But basically, right? They were using Claude, jailbreaking it to identify vulnerabilities in various systems, and then attack and break into systems, escalate privileges, and all that sort of thing. In their executive summary, or in their summary, they had a paragraph along the lines of that one of the challenges that happened from the attacker side was that large language model, or Claude, still hallucinates, and claimed that it had acquired credentials when it hadn't. And the last sentence is something along the lines of, this is a challenge to fully automating cyber attacks, or something like that. And I had to laugh, because I was like, I wonder if they coordinated that with their like marketing, with their marketing office, because in essence, what they just told everyone was, yeah, no, you can't use our tool to fully automate things, which is absolutely true. Given the stuff that we'll make up, and that you can't verify and trust that it hasn't just made stuff up. But I'm like, you sort of just shot your marketing people in the feet by saying that. But hey, what? Good times. Okay. I'm sure no one notices or cares. Boom, boom. Have I seen the Ultiman quote on the electrons? I don't think I have. Made you wish for the meteor to come by. Hey, Retro, how's it going? You're nervous about Friday? What's Friday? Is that when the meteor comes? Let's see if you can find it, because yeah, okay. It's on Blue Sky. Oops. The stupidest question possible. Why don't we just make more GPUs? Because we need to make more electrons. What's stopping that? What's the ultimate binding constraint? We're working on it really hard. If you could have one more of anything to be some more compute, what would the one thing be? Electrons. Oh, that's an interesting way to put it. If all goes well, microphone works. Friday will be first stream. Hey, nice! All congratulations. I hope it all goes well. Unfortunately, I am out all of Friday. I'm gonna be up in Philadelphia all day. But I hope it goes well. Hey, if you're not already following Retro Handheld Geek, give a follow. They're gonna be starting.
Hello there.
Streaming on Friday with the old school handheld games. Oh. And with a 5 watch streak. Let's do it. Okay. We got a 5 stream watch streak. You know what that means. We got to celebrate the streaking. Let's streak. Oh. Pause the music. All right. Thank you, Retro Handheld Geek, for the 5 stream watch streak. Let's go streaking. There we go. And 1 to grow. Thank you. Thank you for the 5 stream watch streak. Wee, wee, wee. This comment really represents what you felt when you read it. You're like, I feel like I'm having a seizure reading this. Like, yeah, you're like, is my brain not functioning properly? Have I misremembered what words mean? Yeah. Is there some other meaning to the word electron that I am somehow forgetting? Pretty sure no. So back to the seizure thoughts. Oh man. Well, you know, I think the real answer is that he's just such a genius operating on such a different level of geniusness that we mere mortals, you know, can't even begin to grasp the incredible depth of something. Although that reminds me, I'm not going to be able to cite it properly, but there's a person out there, and I remember seeing this in grad school. There's a guy out there who basically has created like a whole different form of physics. And it is wild. It is wild. He has all these claims about negative energy and stuff that's just, you can't even begin to scratch the surface and remember. Occasionally, like, I'll hear glimpses of it, and it's like he's still out there. And it's not all crackpot, because this person like managed to convince some pretty powerful and influential people to invest in his research. But you know, this was like 2-3 decades ago, but it still persists, and it's just remarkable. Like, well, okay, that's something. There's a particular term, a particular concept that I'm blanking on. It's something like negative energy or negative potential energy, or I'm blanking on it. Oh, so a colleague at work sent me a snippet from Archive. The if you're not familiar with Archive, it's like AR. Well, how's it spelled? XIV. It's a preprint site. I think it's run through Cornell, but it's a preprint site for scientific publications and stuff. It's a place for researchers to put early drafts and copies of their manuscripts while typically they're going through formal peer review and whatnot. And it was a notification from the computer science division of Archive saying that they were going to shut down preprints completely. They were no longer going to accept preprints for computer science because they had seen such a massive increase, a flood of AI generated papers that were just very, like they said, clearly it was like synthesis papers, you know, people trying to write a paper that was synthesizing a bunch of other papers with no analytic thought or any stuff in it. And so they said, yeah, we're just going to stop doing preprint because there's too much of this crap going on. So yikes. I shared the observation that we had just a couple days ago about the video game guidebooks that when I looked again, you can see they're everywhere. People are writing video game guidebooks, and they're AI generated text about how to play and beat the game. No pictures, like no maps, no pictures. It's all just AI generated text. So people are using large language models to generate a game guide, putting it up on Amazon, selling it for like, you know, 12, 15 bucks. And then you see the reviews are like 2 stars. And all the reviews are like, there's no pictures, yada, yada, yada. And you bet they don't, oh, no, exactly. Yeah, they're not proofreading. No, they're just hitting like, go, publish. And maybe generating a graphic so that they have something to put on, you know, to make it look like for the cover of the book. And we saw, right, what we saw was one guy had translated it into German and Japanese. So same thing, right? It's like, oh, translate it into, like, who cares if it's right or wrong, right? And my point to my colleagues was, yeah, they don't, this isn't any sort of pride of ownership of like, I wrote a book to help people. This is, I'm looking to sucker in as many people as possible and make a few bucks, and then move on to the next book and see how many more people I can sucker in and just try to make a quick buck. That's all it is. And unfortunately, that's kind of where we are with this stuff right now. As I told a friend, because she ran into it when looking for like a biography of all things, where she looked further at it and she's like, this makes no sense at all. I said, just scroll down and look and see what it says, the publisher. If it says publisher, independent publisher, high probability it's just AI generated slop. So be wary. Be wary. You can't just buy books anymore, particularly if they're on really hot topics. Hey, Sam. We're getting to the point though where it's like something. It feels like something's got to give. Like I don't know what that means or what that's going to look like, but. Hey, 35. Okay, we got ads starting up. We got a 35 stream streak. Let's do it. 35. Thank you, Sam. All right. The music charts are looking some of a lot of AI crap. That's so sad. All right, let's do it. Let's streak to celebrate the 35 stream streak. Let's go. That's a lot of streaking. And one to grow. Thank you, Sam, for the 35 stream streak. Again, like, it feels like something at some point has to give, in which, but I don't know what it is. I mean, we're doing this to ourselves, so, in a little bit of it, a little bit of sense of it, I've got a lot of Schadenfreude going on. I think it's happening on Twitch, right? Like, in the early days, there was a stream that was like, it was like AI generated Seinfeld, right? I mean, this was like 2 or 3 years ago that channel stood up, where they had fed it all the Seinfeld scripts, and they were just basically having it generate Seinfeld scripts. And they had created a 3D, like there were characters on the screen, they walked around, they read the script. It wasn't any good, but right? It was like, okay. And it had thousands of viewers, I mean, right? It was crazy. What's it called now? Like Watch Forever or something like that? Anyway, but now it's like you're hearing about the streams that are just 100% AI generated, not even anyone there. And it's like, okay, well, how long is Twitch going to let that go on? So, you're wondering when the stream will only be streaking. I will have to have automated it by then. Oh, oops. It would help if I actually knitted the stitch. What did I say? 20? Yes, there are AI generated streams on Twitch. Well, again, the one that like one of the early ones that popped up years ago was the Seinfeld one. And that was someone actively like doing stuff with it. Now there's like AI Jesus, there's some other stuff like I have zero interest in. But yeah, I've heard of some channels popping up now that are just 100% AI all the time. And it's like, okay, well, we'll see what Twitch decides to do there. AI Jesus sound, yeah. Well, there was another one that was like AI, you know, political person. And it's just like, okay. I mean, if that's what you want to waste your life on creating and interacting with, I guess like go for it. You feel like we're de-evolving? Yeah. We're gonna rate AI Jesus. No. Well, you know, I mean, the sad thing is, like, you know, I've seen the services where you can give them like an old family photo and it animates the people in your photo, right? They'll start waving at you going, hi. And I think of people like my mom who, like, if we did that for some of our family photos, and I mean of like her family, so like her mother, my grandmother. I don't know that I could explain well enough that it's like it's just a computer doing things. It's not actually grandma, right? Like I worry about that, where it's like it's just really, it's really emotionally manipulative, right? And I'm sure they're already out there. I'm sure they're already out there. I'm sure there are services out there claiming that they will reconnect you with your dead loved ones. I don't want to look because I don't want to see it. But absolutely, that's what someone would try to sell someone. And then think of the person who is interacting with this thing, and it, whether there's dialogue or whether it's just a moving picture. I don't know. There's something just really sad about that on a lot of levels. The AI boyfriend experience. Yeah. No, I read an article earlier this year about kind of the AI dating experience, and it's like there are some very immersive experiences that you can have. But anyway, taking advantage of grieving people. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many things that's like, time to build that cabin in the woods. Yeah, I know. Anyway. Other day at a family reunion, people were talking about how they use AI to write their emails. Dating site used to put out a survey some time ago about integrating AI into the platform. Oh, wait, yeah. They realized from the feedback that it was BS. Oh, that's good. Make the text more funny. You people just dumb. Yeah, whatever. I mean, right, in those instances, like, who cares, right? That's like just a joke, right? But the more serious stuff is, one, either people not reading what the AI wrote and sending it, God forbid. But yeah, I don't know. The shiny effect of a new service, maybe. I think, right, there's always been some general concern about, societal concern about, like, the further and further isolation of people from each other. And I don't know, right, the ability to have like a virtual significant other feels like another big rock in that wall. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's tempting. I've seen some pictures from stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, okay. I could totally see that being something that might be of interest. But then it's like, I have to take a step back and say, like, is that really, really what I want? The answer is no. Anyway. Hey, Plo, how's it going? How you feeling? Good morning. I guess that answers one question. Good morning. Take a while to die down. People take a different approach to new digital services. Yeah, and I guess we'll see what happens with the generation that grows up with it. Still sleeping at 10? Yeah, I kind of wondered there. wait, no, that's right. It ain't dying down, lads. Don't kid yourselves. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I think at some point there ends up being a backlash to some of these things. We'll see though. AI companies are kind of imploding. Yeah, we there is a bit of overreach going on, right? There's like it's like the .com bust. There's too much going on in it, and at some point at least a chunk of it will collapse. The real question is like, how much damage will that do, and how far back will it go? Should be brought up and yelled about as how destructive is the climate. Oh yeah, right. Just burn more trees. Hey, Cake, how's it going? Do I have Kofi? I do have Kofi. In fact, oh no, it'll be another 20 minutes before Kofi pops in. Hey, there you go. How have you been, Cake? How are the chickens? You had like gotten some chickens. Good. Crispy. Boo. They were very cute. Speaking of chickens, look at what we have, the song, The Sacred Egg. Still fluffy, there we go. Much cuter. Oh, wait, hold on a sec. Apparently I had a package delivered. I thought it was supposed to be delivered tomorrow. Hold on. I'll be right back. Grab some water. Tartar sauce. Is there relish in that tartar sauce or just eggs? Ooh, crispy chicken. That sounds good. Yeah. Tomorrow was the day that was yesterday, and that can never be tomorrow. Wait. So, I got blocking pins. And I got a box for a box. There we go. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, I thought I'd ordered 2 of these. I did not. I guess I decided 1 was enough. At least to start. Well, there we go. I've got my blocking pins and stuff. And it came with, you know, a measuring tape, because you need to measure things. You use them to block bot accounts, bot accounts, I wish. You got your first bot spam on stream yesterday? Hey, congratulations! What was it? Was it Goodfellas? You popped your cherry! Anyway. What was, No. Anyway. So this is the first step of being able to finish off our sweater. Was getting some blockers. Now, I've got the mats on the way. Best viewers with the weird alphabetic. Yeah, right. You've made it. You've made it to the big leagues. Congratulations. Saribot got him. Nice. You know, come to think of it, we haven't had the best viewers thing in ages. That's because I already have the best viewers. Oh wait, I have an all button. Whee. Whee. Oh noes. They go in waves. Yeah, but like it's been a long time since we've seen a best viewer. That's right. There go the best viewers right there, streaking. Yeah, that's right. You joke about it, but Saria will pick you off. Be like, haha, I'll best viewer you. Ask you how you know. Actually, so before I started using Saribot, I already banned like the best viewer phrase or whatever it's obviously more than best viewers because you guys are being able to say that, but there's some other weird thing in there. And that's already a banned phrase. So if you stumble across that, that'll be that's not even Sari. That's just was set up in Twitch. Yeah, I didn't start using Saribot until the Moko group started getting undue attention, and I guess that's been what, over a year ago now. Okay, I think... Okay, weird. I somehow purled those stitches instead of knitting them. I have no idea how that happened. Oh, so serious. Okay, so we need to reverse those 2 stitches. I don't know how I goofed that up. Just not paying attention. Well, here, let's do it this way. Do do do. Do 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 do. Okay, that's 1 stitch fixed. Fortunately, this is pretty straightforward. The stitches are right here. We're just switching a purl to a knit. Which is pretty straightforward. There we go. All right, 2 stitches fixed. Look at that. Move that one back. Easy peasy. Oh, I just remembered we're at the end of Bleach. Shoot. Well, we're on one of these negative chapters. Shoot. I was gonna take a look to see if this chapter is actually available somewhere. The problem is with Bleach, let's see. Does anyone know if the negative chapters are available anywhere? I thought I saw some of them one time. Oh, it was the decimal chapters. Oh my. I could have sworn that we've seen negative chapters before. Huh, okay. Well, I'm debating about whether to read this or not. I guess we should. Wait a minute. Am I getting like two things of the blocking pins? Maybe I did order. Oh, I did. I ordered them separately, and they're just arriving separately. That's what's happening. That's weird. I think. The Kirby game is coming tomorrow. Alright, whatever. Alright, let's try to finish this row. We're on B21. We're getting close to the second iteration through the pattern, which is great. Which means what? We're on row 45. You didn't get Kirby? I might take a look at it this weekend. You can see whether you care or not. I've been enjoying Hyrule Warriors though. That's been fun. I didn't play the previous Hyrule Warriors. The Age of Calamity one or whatever. One. Oh, mercy, mercy. Oh crap. This is a row where I have to do all the honeycomb cables. Oop. All right. Mm-hmm. $21. And then 2. We're on A1 here. So we're gonna knit twice. No, all the way down there, there's a pearl. We're gonna let that go though. That's fine. Okay, C5. There's Kofi Streambot. Staff roll. No, we gotta do it again. Oops, oops, oops. Still going. One. 1-1 rescue mission. 21. 21. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-bum. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, wow. 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 Oh, right, right. Pay attention. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to think if I can survive tonight. Hey, the frog song. Music, yeah. I had my physical today, which went pretty fine, but the doctor wanted me to do hepatitis B vaccination, which you have to do Hep B in like stages, and I think 2 times I've had the first stage, but I've never finished them off. Anyway, so I got the first part of the Hep B vaccination today, and I feel okay, but I don't know. I don't feel like I have a lot of energy right now. R.I.P. Bug. Oh, if someone fold a cicada, the poor cicada. That's probably not good for the cicada. Same. Think about it the same. Can you survive the night? We're all in this together. We can do it. Well, the thing is, like, I know with music practice, like, it's going to require a lot of energy. We're doing this Jubilate Daioh, which is just a very intense, rhythmic, high-energy piece. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my energy level now is at like a 2. I know I'll get there. I know I'll get there, but right now I'm like, Mah. The field next to you got fertilized. It smells like they used well-aged chicken manure. Hooey. Hooey, that's some fine poo. Did you... Anyone remember, there's an Animaniacs episode. For whatever reason, Yakko is pretending to be a goose poop farmer. I forget, he's pretending to be a farmer, and he at some point he pulls out a sack of goose poop. Hold on, now I gotta find this. Animaniacs, Yakko, goose poop. Short videos. What is it? Is Goose Farmer? They're on a plane. Goose scene? Oh, come on. I don't see it. Farmer. Why is this? Oh, so people doing impressions. Like, I don't care. Go away. Oh, well. All right. I don't know where it is. Go outside and become blonde? What? Dan decided to go to casino hopping. Said he'd just spend the night at a casino. Oh, what could go wrong? This is where you're like, how did we get here? Well, first of all, they laid down a bunch of chicken shit in the field next to us. That's how it all began. Is that dumping instead of dumpering? If a new mom comes knocking a few days from now, referred to as Simpsons, oh boy. That's how it began, alright. It began like every other night that went awry. Fertilizing with chicken shit next to it. This happens every time? Yep. You're working on your cables today? Excellent. May you cable well. May you lay miles and miles of cable.
Oh ha 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 ha.
A YouTube channel hosted by a bell foundry, really? Where's it located? In the UK, huh? What's a bell foundry? A place that makes bells, that forges bells. And like large bells. Feels like you got 40 rows done left. Done on the left sleeve. Sorry. Oh, great. Taylor's Bell Foundry. Oh, cool. They made the AC/DC bell. I've got a couple former bells. I've got a couple former like Tibetan bells that are bowls. John Taylor Bell Foundries. Really, it's not like Samuel Bell. Thought you might go into acoustics. Hey, acoustics would be pretty cool. That's a lot of important applications. Bells ring at five pitches, I guess. I mean, it depends on the shape of the bell. I mean, right, every instrument has overtones. So especially wind instruments or instruments that resonate, which technically all instruments resonate. And the thing that gives an instrument its characteristic sound, one of the things that gives an instrument its characteristic sound is the relative level of those overtones. So if you know the overtone series, right, it's the main pitch, the fifth above it. Actually, no, it's the octave above it, then the fifth above that, and then there's a series of pitches that you get that naturally resonate when you have an instrument. And those overtones will be present in certain amounts depending on the instrument. So some bells probably resonate at 5 overtones, but not all of them. Not all of them. I mean, by the shape of the bell, you can control the overtone series. Or at least modify it. The cicada has like 4 trillion folds. The clarinet, you only get odd overtones. Yeah, right. So there's lots of different things that happen on different instruments. And again, it's one of the things that gives them their characteristic sound. The other thing was just kind of the attack sound, but all right, it's almost 6 o'clock. Yeah. Did we finish this row? We finished this row. I don't know how that happened. I wasn't paying attention. Hey, have a good one, Goshi. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit more knitting here. We're gonna skip Bleach today because we're in a weird spot with Bleach, and we're gonna read Azumanga Daioh. But what that means is we can go a little bit longer here. All right, we're in row 22, which is a 2-3 row. When I need to go take some aspirin, I've got like a weird head pain. I'm not quite sure how to describe it. Whoa. Camel dungeon. You track down a candle. Uh-oh. Good luck. That sounds desperate. Thank goodness that was mercifully short. When did you go? Yeah, exactly. The animal village from Link's Awakening. Dream Shrine. Almost there. Found a sandalwood and cardamom candle. Ooh, that sounds lovely. Is this for heat, light, scent, or something else? Wax? Wait a minute, what happened there? I did the completely wrong thing! Oh, masking the odor, yeah, of course. Hopefully that helps. Good luck. What's the weather gonna be like there? Is it gonna be rainy? I hope not. Anything to help that dry out and not stay pungent. There we go. Slip, knit, slip. Or no, knit, slip, knit. Okay, there we go. That looks better. I think I'm too tired. Too damn tired. Tard. Wafting may not be the best. Permeating, pervasive. Penetrating. Penetrating odor. Clear today, possibly rain tomorrow and Friday. Ugh, I don't know about that. Good luck. Sounds like you might be stuck with that for a while. That's not good. Of course, then I don't know. Like, what's the typical odor lifespan of chicken crap? Too long. Yeah. Oh, man. Ooh. Okay. Just give me 1 minute here. Five minutes of the stench is too long. I'm so sorry. I never minded. Yeah, I guess I never minded the smell of cow manure. But then again, I was usually never around it for more than, say, like an hour. Although bird poop is on a different level of like offense to the senses. I know the answer to this question already, but I'm guessing that Instagram is being flooded with AI accounts as well. I just got followed by 2 accounts that are like suspiciously. They're just suspicious. People do post AI crap. Like it's 2 accounts that feature 100% photos of like a person taking like tourist photos. It's just like highly suspicious. It has become sus. I mean, like, look at the, this is what all the photos are like. I mean, you know, they're varied and everything, but that's all the account is. It's all just pictures of this person. And then, immediately next to that, I get followed by this account. It's like, and that's all there is there. It's like, who are we? No, I got followed by 2 accounts that just look suspicious like bots. Same recipe. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, I've created a profile of a person and I'm posting lots of photos of that person. German's Fire, how are you doing? Good to see you. All right. Today's Acquire Day, so we're just gonna read some manga here, and I gotta go in like 15-20 minutes. So. Okay, well, we made some good progress there. All right. Beep. Did I reach my bro quota? I did for as much time as we went, so close enough. I might get some time when I come back today to do a couple more rows, but it's okay. Okay. Manga. Japanese. Ango Azumanga. Writing and reading. Okay. Put this away. Okay, it's 6:15. That's good. I've got like 20 minutes. I think this should be just about enough time. Oh. Not AKIRA. That will be tomorrow. So the friend that is in from Kilimanjaro, we're having lunch tomorrow, so I should be here at normal time. Or stuff tomorrow night. Friday is still, I'm still out. Okay, part 2. There we go. Hey, Pom Pom, how are you doing? Okay, I think this is it? That's a Kaidu, isn't it? Is that Shoal? Or does it say Kan? Kansan? Conversion. There. Oh, no, wait. EMD3. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's right. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. Congratulations. Hope you're having a great day. Any exciting things going on? Translation exchange. Oh, okay. So Taikusai. This is the what do they call it? Like fitness festival. Yeah. Okay. All right. And Mairu, yeah, that's going to be to arrive. All right, let's go. Okay, let's finish off chapter 10, part 1 of Azumanga Daioh. We're on chapter 10, part 1. We're halfway through, so let's finish it off. Kansan. Kansan means like conversion, like converting money, or translation, exchange, that sort of a thing. Here's Yukari. She's saying, Sate, kotoshi mo yatte marimashita. Well then, also this year, this is kind of like has arrived, has done arriving. Ashita wa taiikusai desu. As for tomorrow, it's the athletic festival. So taiiku, physical education, and sai here, festival. So we saw this last year, and there we go, right? Taiikusai, athletic festival. This is something that the schools do, kind of like a, sports competition type of thing. Kurosawa sensei no nigumi ga hasuru hakugumi shirogumi ni wa nan to shite mo katsu koto. All right, let's check out this. Teacher Kurosawa's class 2. Class 2 of Teacher Kurosawa. Hasuru? What is this? No, it's not Hasuru. That's Zoku. Zokusuru. Being affiliated with... What did I say? Shirogumi? Okay. Shirokumi? All right, not that. So Hakusou? All right, let's give up and just put in the kanji. Off to a great start as always. All right, you know what? Kumi. Okay, I don't know what this is. Shisho. Shirogumi, white team. Okay. As for to white team, whatever do, it's winning that event. Okay, so basically, it's just sort of like no matter what, we got to win against. I don't know why the white team related to maybe they get colors, and so maybe her her team is the white team, and Yukai's team is going to be whatever other color team. 頑張って努力して勝利をつかみ取る. Doing your best and doing like exertion and trying to take a victory. Kamitoru. I don't know what that tsukamu. Tsukamu. Trying to grasp at victory or whatever. Utsukushi ja arimasen ka? Is it not beautiful? Doing all those things. 具体的に言えば1万円分は美しい. And I guess like fundamentally, if say, as for part of 10,000 yen, it's beautiful. Okay, so last year, as we found out after the festival, she and Kurosawa had made a bet. They had made some bet about what class would win, the students of what class would win. And so apparently this year, yet again, they have an Ichiman en bet on 10,000 yen, which is like $100. Options. じゃあ、白に勝てば、優勝しなくても、ジュースおごって。Well then, if winning against white, so yeah, they must be Kurosawa's is the white team. If it's winning against white, even if we don't get the championship, Yusho is like the overall championship. Yeah. So even if we don't do the overall championship, treating to juice, ogoru is to like give someone a treat. So this is basically like, if we went against white, but even if we don't get the overall championship, how about you treat us to some juice? Non, which I guess is like no. Sonna shi no hikui koto wa dame desu. With that sort of like will or intention, when it is just this. Oh, no, this is kokorozashi. When it's all alone. Sonna kokorozashi no hikui koto wa dame desu. So like, no. As for the event of lowering or having a low will, intent, or motive like that, it's no good. Nerao wa yusho. As for the aiming, it's the overall championship. Yusho no baai sarani nomika ga ogori ni narimasu. Okay. In the case of overall victory, already, this is like, you should already be savoring the smell of like overall victory. Nomi, no, it's not nomi kagaru, but it is this nomu. Nomishiro, drinking money? What? Is there another pronunciation to this? No. Nomishiro ga ogori ni narimasu. In the case of the overall victory, already drinking money, treating it becomes. Okay, I guess it's like, if somebody wins the overall victory, that's Sara ni there, isn't it? Yeah. Then okay, all the more. Oh, okay. If it's the case of an overall victory, meaning either side, then all the more, furthermore, treating for drinking money it becomes, meaning like you have to treat, it's not just 10,000 yen. 10,000 yen is just if one wins over the other, but if someone gets the overall victory, they're treating for drinking money. Yakiniku mo ka? Like yakiniku, fried meat also is possible. Is acceptable. I don't know if that's also something different when it's just that. I think this might mean also like, basically you may also be treating for yakiniku. That's passable, acceptable. Shirane yo? Okay, shirane means like not to be familiar with. Like, what does this mean? Like, we don't know what this means, or of course the kids are just like, okay. All right. Ugoke kagura. So ugoke is like move, kind of like an order, like move, kurage, kagura, which is, this is kagura. Sate, kyou wa gambaru ze. Well then, answer day, like, I'm going to do my best. Zan. Soda, gambare, gambaru ga ii. That's right. Do your best. Doing your best is good. Nanda, sono iikata wa? Sono iikata wa? What is it as for that way of speaking? Basically, what? Why'd you say it like that? Kisama? Kisama ga gambareba gambaru hodo, watashi mo Yukari-chan ni juice o gote moraeru you ni naru no da? You, if you do your best, to the extent that you do your best, I also, by Yukari-chan, juice will be able to receive having a treat. In that manner it will become. So basically, the more you try your best, the more likely I am to get treated to juice by Yukari-sensei. Seizei watashi no tame ni ugoku no da. So she is saying, generally for my purposes, work. Oh, okay, it's not ugoku. Hatarake, kagura. Work, not move. Hatarake. So yeah, work. You must work for me. And seizei. Oh, as much as possible. Kuso, damn it. Yasui renshu dana. They're a cheap group? Renshu is kind of like just group colleagues. Why Yasui? Yasui is like cheap and expensive. They're a cheap group of people, aren't they? That has some other meaning that I'm not quite sure there. Karimono. Is that a borrowed thing? Karimono? Oh, no. Kari isn't a hunt. Like a scavenger hunt. Yeah, borrowed thing. So, oh, it is borrowed thing. Okay. Karimono. Borrowed thing. Karimono no kyoso. Yeah, this is like a race, competition. So, like, borrowed thing competition. So, it's like a scavenger hunt. Gambare, Chiyo-chan. Do your best, Chiyo-chan. Goo. She's making a fist because she's determined. Yoi. All right. Pun. That's them dashing. So presumably that's the list of things they're supposed to find. Her paper says baka. She's supposed to find an idiot. I guess she'll go grab Tomo. Or Osaka. Hakken. Like detection, discovery. Kita. Oh, she's coming over here. Kita, megane ka? Like, or no, mata megane ka. Again, is it glasses? Is it glasses again? Yeah, no, bruma ka? Nugu ka? Is it panties? Should I take them off? Tomo-chan, kite. Tomo, come along. Oh! Nani? What? Goru! So Chiyo-chan yells out goal, meaning like finish. Ne, nandatta no? Hey, what was it? Bijin no onee-san? Keigo? No, Sonkei? Yeah, Sonkei. Sonkei suru hito to ka? So, like, she's asking, what was it? Was it a beautiful bigger sister? A beautiful lady? Was it a person that you respect? That you honor? And toka, things like that? Something like that? Bidi. She's all embarrassed, right? So she tears up. Bidi. She tore up the paper. That's just frustration. Aw. Susumanai. Will not advance or will not recommend. Susumanai. Susumu. Yeah, will not advance. Will not move forward. Shogai mono kyouso. A wounded item competition? Oh no. Shogai is a obstacle item competition. So this is like is it Shogai Mono or Butsu? Yeah, Shogai Butsu Kyoso. So an obstacle competition. Gambatte kuru de. I guess this is Osaka. She's saying like, I'll do my best. Shikashi, Osaka ga shogai butsu te omoikkiri miss cast janai no ka? But Osaka, talking about obstacles, it's a complete miscast, isn't it? Omoikkiri is like, oh. Yeah, like resolutely, completely, with all one's strength. Like it's a complete miscast. Misukasto. Meaning like she's the worst person for the thing. Iya, honjin ga sa, doushite mo yaritai te itte ta zo? Well, the person themselves, meaning she herself, whatever happening, wanting to do it, said. So like she herself said, like, no matter what, I want to do this. Yaritai. Doushite, whatever happens, I want to do it. Hora. Is that Kona? Kona no naka ni? Yeah. Hora, kona no naka ni kao tsukonde ame toru yatsu. Check it out. Into flour, thrusting the face, and like ame taking that thing. Are ga yaritai te. That thing wanting to do, she said. So this must be one of the games. The thing where you take an ame, which is like, ame is plum. but I think it can also mean like a plum candy. We're not gonna just see that really easy. Yeah, there we go, like candy, hard candy. And sukomu again is to like to plunge. Yeah. Plunging the face into flour and taking the ame, the candy. That thing's said she wanted to do. And then here she is on the obstacle course with like a net getting caught. Okay, there it is. Doko ya. I guess this is doko da. Like, where is it? Boof, boof. She's just laughing. Boof, I think it's just like powder, like puffs of flour coming up. So she's not even like sticking her face in, or maybe she is, and she's just laughing. So yeah, okay. She's just having fun sticking her face in the flour. Good old Osaka. Okay, well, that is the end. That is the end of chapter 10, part 1. It looks like we'll continue with the Taiikusai, the athletics festival, in chapter 10, part 2 next time. So we'll continue with that next time. All right. Okay. That is it. We got to get going here. All right. I got to raid and run. So we're going to raid the Mexican runner. That's in reruns anyway. So easy to kind of just raid and slip out. So that'll do it for us for today. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. I hope you all have a good rest of your week. Tomorrow will be the last, well, we won't be streaming Friday. So tomorrow will be the last stream for the week. We will stream on Saturday, but I will be out Friday at the PAX board game convention. So tomorrow we'll stream at normal time, kind of do our normal thing. But otherwise, that will be it for today and tomorrow. So have a good one. Thanks again so much. I will catch y'all next time. Stay safe, stay well, stay hydrated, and I'll see you.